Hello students, in this session we are going to see about the important topic in first unit, measurement system. So what is meant by a system? A system consists of an input power, input quality, the measurement system, the value of the quality which does not concentrate on what goes inside but it only concentrates on the output and input devices. So consider a motor which runs on electricity and input power is given and the output is taken as rotation. So this is a system. Next is the measurement system. The measurement system consists of measuring, that is the input quantity. Next is the measurement system, that the quality, the value of quantity. Next is the input temperature, and the measurement system is the thermometer, and the value of quantity is the number on the scale. So this is the measurement system. For example, a 15 centimeter scale is taken as the measurement system used for measuring the length. As we already discussed, the digital thermometer, which consists of a transducer, signal processor and recorder, which is a thermocouple and amplifier, which has A to D and display decoders, and the LED display is the recorder. The thermocouple is a transducer which converts temperature to small voltage. The amplifier increases the magnitude of the voltage. The analog to digital converter is a device which changes the analog signal to the coded digital signal, and LED diodes display the value of the temperature. So in control system, the control the output of some particular value or particular sequence of valves, the control system is used, which has a input which is a required temperature, and the next is the central heating system and the output temperature of the set value. For example, take a heater at your home which has a control system which is automated. When it reaches a certain temperature, it switches off automatically, and when the temperature decreases, it switches on automatically. So next we are going to see about the difference between open loop and closed loop system. In open loop system, it is not using feedback. Closed loop system uses feedback. Open loop system is less accurate and closed loop system is more accurate. Open loop system is simple in construction. Closed loop system is complicated in construction. Open loop system is optimization in control is not possible, but optimization in control is possible in closed loop system. Easy maintenance and cost is less in open loop system. Difficult to maintain and cost is more in closed loop system. Example for open loop system is a CD deck digital thermometer. Automatic water level and washing machine are some examples for closed loop system. So open loop system, there will be input or the decision to switch on or off. There will be a switch and there will be electric power, and the electric fire is given, and the output is the temperature change. So there will be no feedback in open loop system. But in closed loop system, when the input is given, there will be a comparison element and the deviation signal which then passes to the switch, and the electric power and the electric fire. There is a increase in temperature, and the temperature is measured using a measuring device, and the feedback is sent to the comparison element. So this is a closed loop system. The basic elements of closed loop system are the reference values, which has the signal from the reference value is sent to comparison element, and the error signal is sent to control unit, and which passes through a correction unit, and the output is processed, and the control variable is sent through as output, and a part of output signal is taken back as measured value using the measured device. So it consists of a comparison element, a control element, a correction element, a process elements, and measurement elements. So these are the basic elements in closed loop system. Various elements for controlling the room temperature. So the controlled variable, the room temperature. The reference value is the required room temperature. The comparison element is the person comparing the measured value with required temperature. Error signal is the difference between measured and required temperature. Control unit is the person. Correction unit is the switch of the fire. Process unit is by heating the fire. And the measuring device is a thermometer. So these are some of the elements for controlling the room temperature. This is a diagram showing the shaft speed control. There is a potentiometer for setting the reference value. The DC supply is given and the differential amplifier amplifies the difference and the feedback values is sent to the motor, and the motor rotates with the bevel gear, and the tacho generator shows the speed in which the value or the measurement is taken and sent back to the potentiometer for setting the value. So this is a closed loop system in which the reference value and the amplifier is connected with the differential amplifier. The signal is sent to a motor and the signal is processed, and the rotating shaft is rotated and the output is taken. The output value is sent back to a measurement tacho generator which show the speed, and this value is sent to differential amplifier. Similarly, for water level controller, which is also a closed loop system in which reference the value of the initial setting, the error signal is sent to the pivotal lever or control unit, and the flap of the correction unit, the water level in the tank, and the variable water level signal is sent to a measuring device which is a floating ball and lever mechanism. Measure value is sent to the comparison element. Here the controlled variable is the water level in the tank. The reference value is the initial setting of the float and lever position. The error signal is the difference between actual and initial setting of the lever position. Comparison element is the lever. Control unit is the pivoted lever. Correction unit is the flap opening or closing of the water supply. Process is the water level in the tank, and the measuring device is the floating ball and lever mechanism. Similarly, for washing machine control, here we have a control unit and two inputs are given, clock and program. And from the control unit there are some collection elements like pump, valve, heater, motor, and the values from pump, valve, heater and motor are sent to washing machine drum in which the process of rotation takes place, and the output is the water level. The feedback is sent to the control unit. The water temperature feedback is sent to a control unit. The drum speed feedback is sent to control unit, and the washing machine door, whether it is open or closed, the feedback is sent to the control unit. So feedbacks from water level, water temperature, drum speed and door closed are sent to control unit. This is a typical example for closed loop system. Only two inputs are clock and program. In cam operated switch, a flat gives the switch open. When the curved part gives the switch closed, the switch becomes contacts, and the rotation of the cam when closing of the rotation is shown in the second diagram. In engine management system, there is a microprocessor system. From the system, output like spark timing, air fuel mixture to the solenoid, and fuel injection valve opening and closing are given to the engine. And from the engine speed sensor senses the engine speed and sent to the engine management system microprocessor system. Crankshaft position sensor senses the signal. Spark timing feedback sensor senses the signal. Engine temperature sensor senses the temperature. Throttle position sensor senses the position of throttle, and mass flow sensor senses the mass flow rate in the engine. And all the feedbacks are sent to microprocessor system, which is a closed loop system. So these are some of the examples for closed loop system, which is accurate and values can be taken precisely. And next example is an automatic camera in which a switch is used to activate the system. The shutter button is pressed and the photograph is taken and the battery indication is shown. There is a range sensor and light sensor which sends signals to the interface circuit, and there is an encoder to give the lens position. Every signal is processed in a microprocessor and the signal is sent to motor drive, and the motor shows the movement of lens. A solenoid opens and closes the shutter. The lens position drive is used to change the position of the lens and the aperture, and the display of data is shown in the viewfinder. The digital camera has a shutter button. When the button is pressed, IR pulse is sent out and the microprocessor controls the signal, and the motor lens moves front and back. And in closed loop system, a masked IR detector senses the position of the lens and it adjusts automatically. Thank you.